that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
It's one of my favorite episodes of the year because we're down here at Pinpoint and it's holiday season and it's so festive and fun in here, Bo. Thank you for allowing us to come to your space, man.
It's the magical time of the year.
It is.
We got the sleigh here.
Yeah.
It's sleighing. We've got all the different Christmas movies represented. It's so much fun, and it's just sandwiched right after our Halloween. And, you know, what a time to be alive.
You flipped this space from being Halloween themed to almost immediately you turn it around overnight. It takes you about a week, right? Something like that?
A little bit of week and a little bit of Christmas magic.
Yeah,
So, it's not easy. But, you know, the holidays have overlapped so much now. By the time it's like September's spooky season, and then what's Thanksgiving doesn't even exist anymore because Christmas starts on October 31st. You just got to sandwich them all together. I think that's why Krampus is so cool, because he's like right in the middle.
Right in the middle, slam them in. So walk us through, right? When people come to Pinpoint this year, and if you haven't come down here yet, you totally should get one of their amazing cocktails. But you have some themed booths and different spaces around. Tell us about it.
Everywhere you sit is a different experience, right? So we wanted to capture all of those fun holiday movies that you grew up watching or maybe didn't grow up watching. And, you know, some people love The Grinch. You got a place for that. Some people love Gremlins, like me.
Yeah.
We've got a place for that. Some people like something a little more traditional, like Peanuts. We've got a place for that. Depending on what your flavor of Christmas is, we want to have something for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a ton of fun down here. And you start planning this like years in advance. I know some of this stuff you've held on to for so long, and then some of it may be kind of a fairly new acquisition.
Well, it's crazy because you never know what's going to be trending. You never know what's going to be popular. Like I said, Gremlins is making a comeback right now.
That's right, because they're going to do a sequel.
The time is now. So, and I just happened to have a Bud Light 1984 like bar sign. You know, the Dory's Tavern.
Of course.
1980. I've been sitting on this thing forever, and it was the perfect prop to like pull out of my warehouse and just make this thing come to life. So, yeah, you just really never know, and you always plan. Always plan.
Are there any holiday-themed pinball machines?
Believe it or not very many.
I didn't
There's
think
a couple
so.
of custom ones that were done for Elf, and I think there might be a Home Alone. There's only one of one. And the reason is because horror movie games, horror movies are year-round. It's not just Halloween. But Christmas movies are one time a year. So for people to like build a whole machine for something that you're really only going to enjoy for 4 weeks doesn't happen a lot. But I wish they'd make some.
Speaking of, he has several pinball machines here at Pinpoint, which are just amazing and ton of fun to play and come down here. And we've got an amazing episode lined up. Because,
I know. The man's here.
First of all, the man himself is here. Santa Claus is going to be joining us on the show. We cannot wait for that. He comes every year right here to pay us a visit at Pinpoint, and he's back once again. And then also, you're going to hop behind the bar and make us something special, right, Bo?
That's right. One of my favorite holiday drinks.
Awesome. So you got to stick around because all that fun is happening later. Welcome back. We got the man himself, Santa, joining us.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Yes.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're trying to make up for some things now.
Hey, Santa,
right?
you didn't see that stuff, right?
Santa, we got to know. First question. I know this is a tough one. You get asked every year at this time of year, but how do you do it all in one night?
Isn't it amazing? Isn't
It
it
is
amazing? You know,
amazing.
I could tell you, but I doubt that you'd understand it all. It's a lot
Too
of
scientific, too
quantum
magical.
physics. Good planning, pre-planning. You know, the old saying, fail to plan, plan to fail. So I start out about 7 to 10 days after December 25th, Christmas, right?
That's right. That is right.
About 7 to 10 days later, I start planning for the new year next coming up. And then there's, yes, like I said, it does involve some quantum physics and some magic. And
Wormholes.
Yes, black holes. If you've got it all together there, there's nothing you can't do.
Oh, wow. Fascinating. About how many homes do you visit on Christmas Eve?
Good point. Now I fly over a lot of oceans. and wilderness areas and deserts and things like that.
Do you go faster at that point in your journey?
Oh,
Just
yes. Oh, definitely, yes.
How many
About-
gears does that thing have?
Yeah.
No gears. I know that's how the mind thinks, but man, it's all automatic. It just keeps moving right on through.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, about 300 million stops, homes. Not always a home. Sometimes it's a hut or a cardboard box or I stop and see everybody that I can.
Okay. Fascinating.
I'm in the air about 60% of the time, 40% of the time on delivery.
On
Okay,
delivery.
all right.
But I'm curious about the economy. How are you doing up there in the North Pole in our current
Well,
economy?
it's good. I have some celebrity appearances. I save some money for kids on the naughty list. They don't get the gift they wanted. That's
right.
They get a gift. It's not what they wanted.
That's called cost savings.
Yes.
Yes. The reindeer food.
Oh, yeah.
Reindeer, I get about 2,000 miles on a 50-pound bag of feed.
That's pretty good MPG.
And that works out pretty well. So I've learned how to cut some costs to save a little money here and there, and then I just reward it back into the system, buy more toys. Technology's big this year.
Yeah.
It's expensive, hard to do, but vintage toys are coming back too.
Well,
I was about to ask,
yeah.
what's the new hot toy?
Well, you got your Transformers and there's a lot of kids still like the stuffed animals and dolls and things. And some kids are into the technology. A lot of arts and crafts, painting and things. Horseshoes, playing outside. Certain outside games are back and big again. Roller skates. Kid wanted roller skates.
Yeah.
Skateboards. I love when they have things that get them active and outside.
Well-
Yes, the computers are great, but I like those new old vintage toys coming back again.
Vintage toys, I love it. What about experiences? This is something that's been trending lately. Does anybody ever ask you to tickets for something or maybe
Yeah.
help them get to another destination of
Yeah,
vacation?
because those fees on Ticketmaster are
Right, so
crazy.
high.
Santa, can you help us out with
True.
that?
Well, it is about giving. It's about the giving spirit. So you try to find something that somebody really wants in their heart. And when you give a gift, that's a symbol of hope and recognition of the faith that you have in the world. Giving a gift makes you feel so good. This year, I've talked to several children already that were about wondering how they could give something to their parents, give something to their little sister, little brother. And that touches my heart deeply. When they've got it, they have arrived, they've got the giving spirit. And hopefully, I have represented that symbol well of free giving with no expectations.
Literally the gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, Clark.
I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, and just down that path a little bit further, what is it that you hope the Christmas season does for people? What is the spirit of Christmas?
Every year, it's something a little bit different. I hope that it shows people to open up their hearts, and when you accept a gift, you're also accepting that person, accepting differences in people, and accepting the world as we are, and understand that everybody is just doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
And being accepted. I think that's what I would like for to happen the most. That would make me happy. That gives to Santa when I see a loving, accepting world like that.
I gotta ask this one as we go out. I'm just curious here. Do you actually eat the milk and cookies at every stop that you make? Because you got any left over, I'm happy.
2025 health goals.
Cookies, and more cookies. No, I can't. If I took one bite out of every cookie at every stop, I'd have to make so many stops myself. My stomach couldn't handle it.
Right, yes.
I'd be stopping over the oceans quite often, or at least
So you need
slowing
us to
down.
put like a Metamucil wafer
Yeah.
out instead?
Yeah,
or-
maybe sometimes that would happen. Now, I will take it. I'll take the cookies and take them back home to Miss Claus or the elves or somebody. But if you wake up and you have left me cookies and they're gone, it's a good chance I spent a little time at your house. Maybe a good chance I went to the bathroom there.
I think you may have made a visit to my house last year.
That's right. The plumbing bill. Can we just go ahead and put that one in my
Yeah,
stocking?
in this economy. I don't
Is
know.
that Santa down there?
Yeah.
Flush twice.
Well, you're a busy guy. Thanks for taking time out of your trip. You said
Oh,
you're
yes.
in the air 60% of the time, on the ground
About
40%?
60% of the time in
Yeah.
the air, 40% on delivery, up and down. It all works out. It's very nice. I love coming here.
Yeah, we
I
love
love coming
it.
by Fayetteville. Pinpoint is not a destination. It's an event this
Yes,
time of year.
that's right.
This man loves the holidays.
I do.
This makes my my North Pole look kind of dull. Sometimes when I look around this pinpoint, this destination, you can come down here and just sitting around in the atmosphere feels so festive.
It feels festive.
Because we all can't get to visit your
That's
house.
right,
So,
yeah.
come to mine.
You know what? You appreciate the work someone puts into it, just like you said.
Yes.
You appreciate Santa's time and work that he does. We appreciate the work that goes in when somebody really wants to push the Christmas spirit out there.
You got it. Thank you, Santa. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, and
And-
thanks, Pinpoint. Thanks, Jason Suel.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Stick with us. We got more coming up right after this quick break.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
Well, it was middle of the summer, big cruising in the Hummer. I wish you hit my bumper just so I could get your number. Your girl wants to talk to you, but no, you're thinking about the next move. So now what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Girl, don't tell me why this ain't right. I could wait another night, but that time, it don't lie. Tell me what you want tonight. Am I tripping? Business is business. But when that's how fire starts, feel it beating in your heart. Feel it beating in your heart. Our name's written in the stars. Let me see just who you are. Baby, let's light up the dark. Baby, that's how fire starts. Oh, that's how fire starts. Said I'll call you later. I said okay, alligator. This time I'll ring the waiter so we can do this thing like we're not teenagers. Now don't think that I didn't notice. You want more, but you're trying to focus. So now what you wanna do? What you gonna do? Girl, don't tell me why this ain't right. I could wait another night, but that time it don't lie. Tell me what you want tonight. Am I tripping? Business, business. Knowing that's how fire starts. Feel it beating in your heart. Feel it beating in your heart. Our name's written in the stars. Let me see just who you are. Baby, let's light up the dark. Baby, that's how fire starts. Oh, that's how fire starts. Y'all give it up for my buddy Jonathan over here on the keys.
Welcome back, everybody. We are behind the bar now here at Pinpoint.
We are.
Bo's going to make us a cocktail
Where
or two.
the magic happens.
It is,
and
yeah.
Speaking of magic, you know, one of our most popular cocktails here at Pinpoint for the holidays is our frozen hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah?
So it's not it's a lot of Christmas magic, you know,
Right.
it's behind the scenes work. But I went ahead and got one
Oh, look at that.
ready for you to
Oh,
sip
wow.
while I make something else.
Amazing. Look at
So,
this.
Frozen hot chocolate.
Your frozen drinks here are always amazing.
Always amazing. One of the things that people say a lot, they go, well, how can it be hot chocolate if it's frozen?
Oh, it's delicious.
Thank you. But the secret is hot chocolate has that toasted marshmallow flavor
Yeah,
to it.
for sure.
Right? When it's not just hot chocolate milk, guys. It has a lot of different elements that you get when it's hot. And to capture those same flavors into a cold, thick format requires a lot of smarts. So enjoy that.
I will.
But we're gonna do something a little hot
Okay.
and a little cold.
You got
so
a,
it can
you got
balance
a
it
hot
out.
chocolate that's cold, but you're going to make us a hot toddy
drink.
that's hot. Okay.
So one of my favorite holiday cocktails is the hot toddy.
Yeah.
Right? It's an often overlooked holiday classic. You can have it anytime in the winter, and the reason why I like it is because it's so simple.
Yeah.
You can make it, but it's also complex. Most people don't know what a real hot toddy is, and toddy comes from an old Middle Eastern word that means spices.
Sure.
And we leave out all the spices here in the United States and just thinks that it's bourbon, honey, and whiskey.
Yeah.
That's only part of the
You
equation.
got to add the spices.
Got to
in.
add the spices.
Sure.
So anytime you're making a hot drink at home, you want to kind of, what I say, temper your glasses. So I just put some warm tap water
Okay.
in these glasses to let them sit so that the glass is not cold.
Got it. When you put the
Yeah,
hot
because
stuff in there.
once you put your hot stuff in there, it's going to immediately start cooling off the glass. So I do have a little bit of lemon juice.
Mm-hmm.
So you want your hot toddy to have lemon, you know, between a quarter and a half an
This is
ounce.
good for taking care of that cold, too, that's what they say, right?
It is. Make a little honey syrup,
Okay.
which is just a 1-to-1 with some warm water and some honey, so it just doesn't get stuck in the bottle. And then you want your bourbon, which
Yeah, of
is
course.
we're going to use bullet bourbon.
Bullet bourbon, okay.
So you don't want to go full crazy with it. I do just about an ounce, you know, because we're smaller glasses. This is a sipper. We're not trying to
Right.
get people turn up.
Right.
Right. And then we're going to want to start adding our spices.
Okay.
So I like to throw an anise pod in, you know, right there, a cinnamon stick.
Yes.
Well, we'll save the cinnamon stick, and then we've got these 2 dehydrated lemons.
Okay.
That are gonna sit there, and I've got my boiling water on tap back here because, you know, bar magic. So we're gonna you could get your kettle, you put your kettle on, you could do whatever you want to do to get your hot water at your house, but we got it on tap. So you got that going right there, and then
Yeah.
you take your cinnamon sticks, which, you know, you can get these at their local grocery.
Yeah.
And then you use those to kind of stir it up.
There you
Right? Stir it up with the cinnamon stick, plop it in. Stir it up with the cinnamon stick, plop it in. And the cool thing about a hot toddy is that the longer it sits, the better it gets.
Oh, yeah.
And my secret to a good hot toddy is also adding clove. So I've got some clove bitters. We're gonna add a
Nice.
few drops of clove bitters into there to just like amplify that holiday flavor. And then as it sits, you're gonna just find this amazing, warm, yummy, festive, delicious, so you can make it at home.
That's the perfect temperature also. It's not too hot, not too cold. Sip it.
Sippable.
Oh,
How's that for a hot toddy?
that is perfect. And the combination of these two drinks,
Hot and cold.
Keep you
And
happy all night long.
We've got festive drinks. We've
Yeah.
got house drinks that you can only get here. We've got some holiday classics like this. We've got anything that you want to get you in the mood.
that's it. Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you're getting some holiday spirit. Stay with us. We've got more happening right here. It's coming your way later. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com.
And don't forget, you can find all of our old episodes over on our YouTube. Like and subscribe.
That's right. And before we get out of here, we got to thank all of our amazing guests. And let's just say thanks to Bo Counts for inviting us down here to Pinpoint and making us that great
Yes.
cocktail.
My
What
pleasure.
A great place down here.
And of course, we got to thank the big man himself, making it all the way down here. Thanks, Santa.
Absolutely. And
Of course.
thanks to that music video provided by our friends over at Fayetteville Public Television. We hope you have the happiest of holidays.
That was good.
Yeah, and that's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays.